The budget situation we were facing in 2012 was kind of scary, I guess, if you want to say that. We had quite a bit of a shortfall, and we had to find a way to get money back into our budget. The shortfall was about $1.7 million, and we had to make some changes to routes and find some things to cut some things so that we could bring ourselves back into the positive. We have been a Versatrans client since 2012, and they weren't really using the product to its fullest potential, if you will. I think maybe we just didn't know what was there. I actually came on board in 2012, so we started using things and knowing where we needed to look in RP and finding out how we could plan the routes and figure that out a little bit better. We found a lot of the inefficiencies were due to routes. We had a lot of routes with not very many kids on them, just running too many routes with too few children. So we did an efficiency study to figure out, by using Versatrans, to see where all the students were coming from so that we could plan better routes. The efficiency study included using our Versatrans software to determine where students were coming from, and then additionally getting with our schools to determine some ridership, and then being able to plot and figure out how many buses we needed per school, and then be able to better staff, if you will, those buses. The routers took that information. They knew that they needed 10 buses at this school, 6 buses at that school. They were able to place the kids on the buses more effectively. We cut a lot of routes that way, and then added money back into our budget. We cut 31 buses, thereby cutting our fleet, or our runs rather, by about 10%, which gave us a savings of about $500,000 for that first year. With us saving our routes, or cutting our routes rather, we were able to sell 12 buses, which gave us about $40,000 back into our budget that then we could distribute, if you will, to other things. Cutting out those routes, of course, then by having those fewer buses, and then the buses that are out there on the roads are using less fuel, less buses to maintain for our fleet, so lots of savings added there. Even though we had a projected shortfall of $1.7 million, we ended up with a surplus of $50,000. We did not have any loss of service nor any layoffs. Our parents and our students literally knew that nothing changed at all. Their routes run just as they always had. Our driver staff, we left everyone on staff. We didn't have to make any cuts of staff or anything of any nature. I would recommend Versatrans to another district just because it's so powerful, it's easy to use. You can tie together so easily the students, the routes, where they need to go, what school, the stop time. It's just a hugely powerful program, especially for school district or transportation. Tyler Technologies knows the focus of our business, and any product that they come out, they're just going to add upon the other software, whether it be Fleet Vision, Trip Tracker, Munis, Versatrans, and then they just so easily talk to each other and work together. It just helps you save time and makes you work more efficiently.